Hi viewers, welcome to another edition of Marriage Clinic Live. How are you today? I hope you are all doing great. Happy Sunday. I remain your host, Morlai and Okuti. Thank you so much for joining us today, for always watching, following us on Marriage Clinic Live and Marriage Clinic program. I'm so grateful. I'll quickly like to celebrate all our new joiners across all our platform. You are all welcome. We celebrate you. We celebrate also all our new members on all our new subscribers on YouTube. Thank you so much for also joining us. We are glad that you are following us, and I want to believe that you will be learning a lot, from this channel, from this platform, as we put out many insightful and educative content regarding marriage and relationship. And I also like to use this opportunity to check on everyone, to say, oh, hope we are all keeping safe. We all know what is happening in the country right now, especially in Nigeria. And I just want to encourage every one of us to please give peace a chance. Give peace a chance. When you love your neighbor as yourself, you will not go about, hurting your neighbor, harming your neighbor, killing your neighbor, looting from them or taking things from them that does not belong to you. I mean, it is not good. So let's try as much as possible to give peace a chance during this season. There are better ways, for us to express our grievances other than taking to violence and destruction. So I do hope that we all will learn from everything that has happened over the past 1 week, and we will gradually amend our ways and give peace a chance. So back to today's business. Today we have a special guest in the house. As a matter of fact, we are going to be learning a lot, because I personally have learned a lot, from him. I believe that when it comes to anything money matters, I believe he is a principality and an authority, in that area. Money matters. Anything money matters, he will break it down for you, and you will be like, wow, how come I didn't know all this, and everything it teaches, about money, how to be a money magnet, and how to be successful in life, how to get, how to earn various streams of income. Everything it teaches, it works, and I can attest to that. So he's a business and a financial intelligence advisor, and he also has quite a number of followers, and I mean tens of thousands of followers, across all his social media platform. You can check him out on YouTube. He's popularly known as Successful Somni. So he's here in the house with us, and he will be teaching us today about the role and the place of money in marriage. Join me as we welcome live to Marriage Clinic Successful Somi Akindepe. Woo!
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate.
Yeah, so
Um,
welcome to Marriage Clinic Live. We are glad to have you
thank you,
today.
thank you. You are doing great. At least is the consistency, because whenever I see somebody that is consistent, that's an element for success. Even if you are talented and you are gifted and you have all the resources rather, and you are not consistent.
Mm,
But when I see your consistency,
mm,
it makes me know that you are going to succeed. And I want to say that you just keep on at it. You just keep
mm,
on at it. Consistency is the key thing. Is
mm.
the key thing. Talent can match consistency. Brilliancy can match consistency. Lot of resources can match consistency. Consistency is the key.
Hmm.
Okay, so no problem.
Thank you.
Just keep on
Thank
keeping
you.
on.
Okay, thank you. So, back to today's topic. Today's topic will be looking at the role and the place of money in marriage. And being an authority in that area, I mean, everything money, 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 how to make money, how to earn money, how to manage money, you
Thank
seem
God
to
for
know
that.
that very well. So we want you to enlighten us today by explaining to us, what do you think the role or the place of money is in marriage?
Money it plays a vital role in marriage,
Mm,
and it's such a cardinal part of marriage that if you look at one of the three things that makes marriage to split fast,
mm,
money is number one.
mm,
63% of Christian home break up because of the problem of money. 60% of home generally, whether Christian or not Christian, break up because of money.
mm,
So money is a very important part of marriage. You need money to make marriage work.
yeah,
Love
mm,
is expensive. You need
mm,
money to manage it.
mm, mm. Okay. So you said that love is expensive, but some people will
Yeah.
tell you, oh, you said that love is expensive, but some
And
people
you
will
need
tell you,
money to manage it.
yes, and you need money to manage it. But some people will tell you that, oh, but love is a thing of the heart. You should be able to love someone from the bottom of your heart, love unconditionally, sacrificially. You don't really need to make money, the main thing, whether you
Uh,
have money or not, whether
it's
she
because they are staying together for one day. Let
has.
them stay together for 10 years. Then they will
Mm,
know that money is important. Because
important.
when people talk like that, you know that the thing that is moving them is love at sight.
Mm,
And when love at sight moves you, you will think money is not important.
mm,
But by the time you move out of love at sight, you begin
mm,
to realize that you need money to maintain that love. You need money to maintain the love.
mm,
You can't have a romance that is actually romantic without money.
without
That's the
finance.
truth. You need money to make the romance to be romantic. Or else, after a while, it will just stand still.
Mm,
So when you start out a relationship, you can start without money, but you
mm,
can't continue the relationship without money. It's not
mm,
possible. It's not going to work. It's going to
mm,
pack up.
mm,
It's going to pack up.
mm,
So you can start without money, and that's love. That's why people say that you don't really need money. You just need to love each other because you can start without money, but
mm,
you can't continue without money
mm,
because the time will come that love will dry up.
mm,
It is that money that will sustain it, rejuvenate it. You will just look at your wife, go to a nice place. It is that nice place that you go to that both of you are able to play together, talk together, and then your love is rejuvenated.
then,
So it's
true.
not that the love is not there, it will just be dormant. So you need money to always pump it up, pump it up, pump it up for it to be
Mm.
working. There you
You
get
need,
it. So money
you
is
need
key
money.
when it comes to marriage.
Yeah. So we can also say that we need money to service the love.
Exactly. God bless you. You need money to be servicing love. Oh. It's like a car. Oh. You need to service it. Oh. If you don't service it, engine cannot go.
Yeah, okay. Thank you for that. So another thing is, someone once said that money is one of the things in life that people are emotionally attached to. That either people are naturally emotionally attached to money, and because
Right.
of money, they can spoil their relationship. Because of money can spoil friendship, it can spoil even marriage, as you have said. So why is it that people are emotionally attached to money? Why is it like that?
One of the three definitions of money is your life. So when you see some thieves or armed robber at times, they will say, is it your money or your life?
Mm,
Why? Because money is your life. And why is money your life? This is it. You go to work from 8, you close by 6 p.m.,
mm,
you are in traffic for like 2 hours, you get
mm,
home eventually by 9 p.m., and you do that for 25 days, and that 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. is the best part of your life.
mm,
The 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. downward that you're at home, you are very exhausted, tired, you can't
yeah,
get the best of yourself, you just want to eat, shower, and go to bed.
true.
Then you wake up again and then bring out the best part of your life and then do the same thing again. And for
Mm,
25 days, somebody say, for giving me the best part of your life in the last 25 days, this is what I'm going to give you as salary. He
mm,
has given you money in place of the best part of your life for the last 25 days.
mm,
And so that makes it emotional because it eats deep into your life.
mm,
Those 8 to 6 p.m. for the last 25 days, you can never recover them again. They are gone for life. And somebody has given you something that we finish.
mm.
So
That's true.
people now become emotionally attached to that thing that is finite compared to that thing they've given that is more than what they have given. I don't know if you understand that what you have given in the last 25 days is actually more
Mm,
because the money will finish. The
true.
money will finish. The
Mm,
value that you have contributed in the last 25 days is going to keep generating money for the organization for life. And
mm,
then they've given you a money that you will just spend and it will finish. So people become emotionally attached to that money that, this one, before you two can leave my hand, it must be something valuable. And that's why you see people fight because of their money, because it's actually their life.
mm,
And everybody wants to protect his life.
mm,
I say that's why money, people are emotionally attached to money and they want to be careful about how it is handled.
mm. Okay, thank you for that. So another question is, why is it that money creates a lot of tension, frustration, and fights between couples, or lack of money creates?
Whenever there is no communication about money, there will be fight about money. You
Mm,
talking about money is not romantic. It's not.
it's
So,
true.
but you have to do it all the same.
Mm,
The only thing romantic about money is when your wife wants to collect the money. That's the only thing.
mm.
Darling, I love you so much. You are the butterfly inside my cupboard. I told you about that bag. Aha, you're now talking. So, that's the only thing. But if you have to talk about how money is spent, how money is made, how we should manage it, it's not romantic.
Mm,
But you have to make it a duty that both
mm,
of you have to sit down and talk about money. Once you don't sit down and talk about money, you will fight about money. You see, there is always communication about money. It's either in a sitting mode where both of you are on the round table, or both of you are talking and fighting about it.
mm,
So you have to choose your type of communication, whether you
mm,
want to fight or sit at the round table and talk about it,
mm.
because you will always talk about it.
True.
And you see, it gets worse if you don't talk about money before you get married.
Mm,
If before you get married, you don't talk about money, 90 days into the marriage, there will be a fight about money.
mm,
That research has been carried out and the result has been consistent. So
mm.
it's very important that couples understand that they need to talk about money.
Money.
Oh, baby, how much are you making?
Mm,
How much are we spending on that? How much are we keeping? There are some basic things you have to talk about. You have to talk about your accommodation. It gives the woman a sense of security. You have to talk about your major expenses, or else the woman or the man will not trust you. You have to talk about your incomes, because if you don't talk about your income, it's going to affect your sexual life. It's going to affect your sexual life because you can't trust each other. So, how much are you making? They've just increased your salary. You don't want to tell your wife because you feel that she's going to ask for more money. Meanwhile, you're supposed to create a situation whereby both of you will be free with your money. And that's when you talk about it. Okay, I earn 200, you earn 200. If that's the case, let us make a decision. What are the priorities we need to sort out? Accommodation, transportation, and feeding, education, and other miscellaneous. Okay, if it is accommodation, we need to start thinking about our house. How long are we going to stay where we are staying now? When are we leaving the place? Okay, we are leaving the place in 5 years time. How much do we need to leave the place? Okay, we need about 10 million. If we need 10 million, what would 10 million do for us? This type of house, that type of house, this type of house, that type of house. And the moment you begin to discuss that with a woman, that sense of security inside her calms her down, that I have a responsible husband. She can rely on you. The woman is at rest. But when the woman is trying to talk about, baby, we are living in a house and our rent is 5 million. And when are we going to move to our own house? And you say, see, I don't like you to be talking about all this. I have a lot in my head. You are going to only cause more things to get into your head, because the woman is not going to stop talking about it because she doesn't have security in what you have said. And women naturally are wired to check out for security in their relationship. That's why you discover that women buy more bags and more shoes, because they spend their money on what they can see. Men are wired to take a lot of risk, and that's why women can't drive in the night, because they don't take a lot of risk. They don't buy a lot of shares compared to men, because you cannot really see shares. But women buy a lot of properties. Why? Because they can see the land and the building. So the same thing is what is responsible for buying shoes and bag. They can see it. But you see men talking about investment, they can't see the investment, and they are putting millions and billions and say, don't worry, it's going to work out. It's going to work out. And the woman is like, who? It's because of the way the woman is wired. And the man has to understand that this is a woman, I am a man. We are wired differently. And because we are wired differently, for me to enjoy a smooth relationship, I have to consider how this person is wired. And that's what they call emotional intelligence. So I have to be concerned about how the other person is wired and what am I going to do to make sure that the other person is comfortable in this relationship. And regarding that, we have to sit down and start talking. Okay, so that house, I think we need to first get a land. Should we get the land in that place? Should we get land in that place? Will you call the man? Or should I call the man? You call the man, you arrange for how to buy the land, then you move on. Okay, who is going to build for us? What's our plan? The woman becomes comfortable. If the woman is collecting 200 and you are collecting 200, and you tell the woman, baby, I will need your 200,000 to make some payment for the land. I am going to go and get another 300,000 from my office, add to my own 200,000, so that everything will come to 900, so that we can first pay the man the first installment. The woman is more comfortable with that than for you to say, oh yeah, give me your 200, let's go and deposit.
Yeah, it's true.
Because you'll be thinking, hey, so that he wants to build another house so that he will send me away and marry another woman. Hey, to fuck. It in Jesus' name.
It's true.
Like the communication is the major problem. When you don't communicate about money, you will fight about money. And either way, you are communicating about money. So it's either you sit at a round table or you are screaming on each other
Yeah.
because you are going to talk about it. And
Mm,
you too, how about your money that you collect? Maybe you collected 200,000 the other day. What did you collect? You'll be talking that way. Or else you
mm,
sit down and say, you collected 200,000 the other day. So how are we going to put it together? You are going to talk about it anyway.
mm,
So choose the talk, whether it's
mm,
a fight talk or it's a round table talk. You have to pick
mm,
the one you like. So once there's no communication about money, there'll be fight about money. And
mm.
that's what makes the issue. Communication. It's not even when a man does have a lot of money or he doesn't have a lot of money. Once a man can communicate with his wife and they genuinely love each other and there's communication about money, they are
Mm.
likely not to have problems. In fact, when money problem is solved, probably the only problem they'll be having is who owns the remote in the house.
It's true. There's really no problem again, honestly. That's true. Okay, thank you so much for that. So, so another question would be, why is it important that both of them should earn? Both of them should earn, because some people believe that, oh, it's only the man that should work. I should not do anything. I should sit at home. While some men even believe that, since the woman is the one working and earning, they should be laid back, and not work. So why is it important that both of them should earn?
Okay. Now, every marriage, whether you know it or you don't know it, has a structure unconsciously.
Mm,
Every marriage, whether you know it or you don't know it, have a structure, consciously or unconsciously. Will you permit me to change my location a bit? I think they are done with prayer now, so I can go to the normal place. That place is lighted, more illuminated than this
okay,
place.
okay, okay. So let
Okay, so
me.
I can or if you want to hold on, or what should we do
Yeah,
about that?
let me take you
Okay,
off the screen while
okay.
you quickly do that. Wow, so we have learned so much, with Sami. Please, let's give him a few seconds just to change his location. And he has said a lot. He said, you need money to service the love, you know, in your marriage. And he also talked about the fact that if you cannot talk about money, or if you cannot talk about your income with your spouse, you would definitely fight about it. And that if you don't talk about your income, it will affect your sexual life. I mean, those are truths that you won't get anywhere. So I think it's back. Let's continue to listen to him.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well.
the lighting is better now, right?
Yes. 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 Yes.
Okay. So
So we're
so
talking
question
like
again, please.
for both of them to earn.
Every marriage has a structure, really.
Mm,
Um, the only thing is that many people don't know the structure of their marriage. It's
mm,
either the man is earning a stable income
mm,
and the woman is not, or
mm,
the woman is and the man is not, or both of them are, or both of them are not.
mm,
Those are the four categories. So
mm,
the man can be self-employed and is not earning a stable income.
mm,
The woman can be in a paid employment and the income is stable. And whenever you are earning stable income, most times you will not have time. But when your income is not stable, you
mm,
are likely to have time.
mm,
Why? Because your income is flexible, your timing will be flexible. When your income is stable, your timing will be stable. That's why you see somebody that is working in the bank. There's a time he wakes up, there's a time he gets to work, there's a time he comes back, there's a time he has his leave, there's a time he travels out. He can't just do things anyhow like an entrepreneur does it.
it's
So when
true.
your income is stable, your timing will be stable. When your income is unstable, your timing will be unstable.
Mm,
So what do you do as a couple? you need to understand the class you fall in.
mm,
When you understand that class, you will now draw your priority. What are the most important things to us? Now, after drawing the most important thing to you, then you now look at, okay, how can we make extra income apart from the stable income? So I'm going to look at the four cases, or let me say the five cases. So let's say the husband income is stable now, and the
mm,
wife income is not stable. The wife is going to have more time. The husband is going to have a fixed time. He's not going to have enough time. His time is just fixed because his income is fixed. The other
mm,
guy, the other lady, the income is not fixed, so the time is not fixed. So what the man will now do is, okay, what's most important to us? We want to make sure that our children are properly taken care of. After 2, 3 years or 4 years with our children, my
mm,
wife also be getting a kind of stable income. So from the stable income we have, we now take some money and set up something that can make the income to also be stable after we have fixed our priority. So if
mm,
it is the wife as well, then you do the same thing.
mm,
Now, if both of them have fixed income, their time will be fixed, and then they now have to look at it. Okay, are we going to have time to train up 4 children, 3 children, 2 children, or just one?
mm,
So you now have to decide, okay, we are going to have time for only one because you are working in so place and you are always coming back late. You are also working in so place, you are always coming back late. So let's focus on one child for now. Let's build our income to this level. Let's fix this and fix that and fix this. Then you will drop, then we will have another child.
mm,
So you need to actually look at what are the priority of the family before you start talking about other income, because it's not only money that you are working for in the marriage. There are children in the marriage, you have to think about them. Both of you also have to enjoy your relationship. The actual reason why God made marriage is for companionship, and both of you have to look at how do we actually enjoy this companionship.
mm,
And you know, for you to enjoy the companionship, you will need time. Time is the major reason, I mean, time is the major pillar for enjoyment of companionship, of friendship. And if that time is not there, you can't, that companionship cannot be strong.
mm,
So you need to look at what is it that we want to achieve in our marriage. And that brings me to the fact that you should have a marriage vision, a vision with your marriage, a
mm,
goal or a marriage vision, a marriage mission, a marriage statement.
mm,
And you need to understand where you are going with your marriage.
mm,
So when you understand where you are going with your marriage, that becomes your priority. Then that determines how you structure the issue of money. So every marriage is not the same
mm,
when it comes to money. Some
yeah,
people's marriage, it is only the man that provides for the family. Some people's marriage is only the woman that provides for the family. Some people's marriage, both of them have to bring money. Some people's marriage, um, one has to bring money consistently. The other one, today, if there is money, tomorrow, if there's no money. You have to understand the peculiarity of your marriage and how you are going to look at what you are looking at and how you bring in the issue of the money. However, more money is going to make it more merrier.
mm.
So that's what
True.
I can say about that.
Okay, true. So you talked about the different structure that people have in their marriages, um and I think that for some, their own structure is that it is the woman that is working, earning, and bringing the money. And if you interview those kind of women or the women that fall into this category, they will tell you that they are not happy, they are not happy doing that. They are not happy being the one to go out there to earn, to fend for the
Bring
family.
money and all that. Yeah.
That they wish it is the man doing this. As a matter of fact,
Doing
some
it.
of them will tell, yeah, some of them will say, see, I'm fed up. It's just because of my children that I'm still hanging in. Some of them will say, ah, how will I be the one bringing the money and I'll still allow him to come and sleep with me in the night? Ah, it's not possible. So you see a lot of insubordination, a lot of attitude, towards the fact that, oh, she's the one bringing the money. So for that kind of structure or arrangement, what advice do you have for their men? Because these women at times
Is
they
that
get
if
tired.
the man does not have drive, then we have a big problem at hand.
Mm,
If a man has drive and is
mm,
hardworking and
mm,
is not making money at the moment, it's just for
mm,
the moment. He's going to
mm.
break through with the
True.
support of the wife. But if a man does not have drive and is
Mm,
lazy, that's
mm,
another problem. So we have to
mm,
now look at the problem of not having drive, being lazy as okay. Is it a spiritual problem?
mm.
Is it a physical
No
problem?
problem.
Does he need a psychologist? Does he need a therapist? We need to. Why do I say spiritual? There's a particular man that used to sit down at home. He'll be reading newspaper when the wife is going to work. The wife buys all the newspaper. He'll be reading it. The wife will prepare his meal before he goes out to work. And then the man will eat the food, read the paper, sit down at home with short knicker. The woman will come back. And then when it's New Year, the man will say, I'm not going to any church. Oh. You've not bought clothes for me. Or if you say I should follow you by force, I'll follow you. I'll wear the knicker like that. And
Ah.
the, and the woman will be like, ah, ah. So he has to buy clothes for the man. Now, when the matter came up, it was discovered that in that woman's lineage, that is how all the man they marry usually becomes irresponsible.
Mm,
It is the men that will earn money, the women that will earn money, the man will be dormant, even if he has been hardworking before he marries the woman. So
mm,
that becomes a spiritual problem. So you
mm,
have to deal with that. So if it is the hardworking or the drive the man does not have, maybe
mm,
because of frustration, depression,
mm,
discouragement, then we can now say, okay, this guy needs some motivation.
mm,
So you want to look at, okay, who are some of his friends that are doing well? And then the woman wants to say, okay, please, Mr. So and so, I want you to help me encourage I want your friend, my
mm,
husband, because he's hardworking before, but because of that thing that happened, that's why he's like that, and he's so discouraged. And I've
mm,
spoken to him, but please, I beg you, draw him closer to you. I will give you
mm,
some small change every month. Help me give him as if you are trying to support him
mm,
that way so that his morale can come back. So we need to find out, is it spiritual? Is it
mm,
motivational? Is it psychological? So you now need to deal with that because many a times people come to marriage and fight in marriage, not looking at what exactly is causing the reason why we are fighting.
mm,
It's better to look at the reason why you are fighting and attack that problem, fight for
mm,
that marriage than fight in that marriage
mm,
because it makes a whole lot of sense to fight for that marriage than to fight in that marriage. And for you to fight for that marriage, you need to look for the problem in that marriage. And
mhm,
that is how you fight for that marriage. But if you don't look for the problem in that marriage,
mm,
then you will look at the other person and you begin to fight. And that's where most of the problem used to come from. So they need to look at what exactly is the issue with my husband. And women are wired with such a deep intuition that they easily know some things.
mm,
That's the way God made them. So
mm,
getting to know what the problem is with a man is not really going to be a problem. So
mm,
in a situation where a woman has that, what she's supposed to do is to look at the cause of the problem and then look at how I'm going to get to the root and solve the problem from the root. So that's just the way to go about that.
Okay, so two more questions and we close. So I believe that our children are going to be, the adults of tomorrow, that will become husband and that will become wife. So even though we may be looking at them now that, oh, they are still young, they are still little, do you think as parents one should start teaching them about money from
Very
their young
important that
age?
you start teaching children early about money because all through their life they are going to be interacting and relating with money. You
Mm,
have to teach them that you make money, you work for money.
mm,
What will that do for them? It will block the mentality of being a 419 or a Yahoo Yahoo. When you teach them that you work for money, give them some sample stuff to do. Okay, help me do this stuff. If you do it for me on time, I'm going to pay you this amount when I am back. Or you show them this is how you make money online, this is how you make money offline, and a whole lot of that. So it's quite important that you show them as well. Probably when you are going to work, you tell them, I'm going to work. It's important. I am going to work.
mm.
And when they are, because they will ask you, children of nowadays are even more inquisitive. You
Yeah.
always see you are going to work. What is work? Then you explain to them that, do you like your golden more? You say, yes, I like my golden more. Your golden more came because I got money from
From
work. So
working.
when you go to work, you get money and then
Mm.
you can buy anything you want to buy. Simple way you explain to them. So when you say you are going to work, you say, daddy, go to work so that I can eat golden more. They begin to
Yeah.
understand that the
Yeah.
value and the beauty of work. So when
Mm,
their friend comes and say, oh, come and make money without work, it will not be appealing to them because you've trained them and you wire their brain to believe in work. Then you also have to start showing them multiplying money. Okay. You have to probably you want to buy shares for them, you want to tell them about investment, you
mm,
want to probably once in a while take them to the bank.
mm,
When you take them to the bank, you are not probably taking them to the department where you withdraw cash or you pay cash. You may want to take them to maybe where you have treasury bills, where you have fixed deposits, and then while you are waiting for the account officer or someone there, you are now explaining to them that in the bank you can collect money, you can keep your money, and these are the things you do, treasury bills, this one and that one. As simple as that outing is, it's going to drop some stuff in the mind of the child that is
true.
going to stay with the child for a very long time. So once you are able to teach them make money, manage money, multiply money, then they begin to see that now it's not everything they ask for that you give them. You have to let them understand that, oh, you asked for this, but for now, this is what we can afford. So you are trying to teach them delayed gratification and discipline. So
Mm,
when money comes into their hand, because when they see money in your hand and they say, oh yeah, buy this, buy that. That's not what we are buying. This is what we have come to buy. So let's buy what we are buying. Another day, we are going to have more money and then we'll buy that. As
mm,
simple as those interactions with the children are,
mm,
they create a lot of foundations on which they build their financial life.
mm. Okay, so the last question, because I'm sure some people will still get angry or get annoyed at the fact that, oh, we are talking about the importance of money in marriage. They will still say, oh, we are that we are hyping money too much, we are amplifying money too much, we are making money seem like, oh, is the main goal of marriage. We just have different thoughts, mindset out there. So just
Yeah.
for balance, because for someone will now say, oh, you are teaching my wife how to fight me now, because she will now make it look like, oh, you see, without money, love
You know,
will be.
one day I was with Dan Foster on Classic FM, and
Yeah.
we were talking money and marriage, and it
Mhm.
was in the night, and a man calling and say, "You are talking about money. You are talking about money. Ah, is it only money that will make marriage to work?" You
Thank
see, we
you.
did not answer the question. Other callers calling about, you need to. That was the end of the show that day. They didn't allow us to talk again. They bombarded the man. They said, "I am 42 years in marriage. And money is very important." That one we finish. And the other one we call it, "I am 15 years in marriage. Money is very important." Another one we call it, "I am so, 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 so." I said, forgive this man. Because the truth is, we have people like that. And the
Yeah.
man that called in that day, he was not married. So
Mm,
most times when people are at the early stage of their love life, they
mm,
don't see the importance of money.
mm,
When you talk to old couples about
mm.
money, they listen to you.
It's
They
true.
listen to you. Young people don't want to learn how to make money.
Mm,
It is when people get to their middle age, begin to see them at 35,
mm,
40,
mm,
45. They
mm,
now begin to think, how can I make extra income? How can I? I'm telling you, I do a research on a number of people that attend, that watch my YouTube, listen to my program,
mm,
just my followership generally. I discover there are people that are responsible.
mm,
There are people that pay bills. So
mm.
when I see young people asking me questions, I say, you know what? Just hold on your question. Let me talk to people paying bills. Why? Because people that don't pay bills,
Yeah,
they won't see the need for
it's
you to
true.
talk about money in marriage.
Money,
But when
that's true.
people pay bills, everything about money they want to hear.
You want to learn. That's true. That's true. Thank you so, so much. I think our time is up now. You've really done justice to all those questions. We are very grateful to have you. So our viewers out there, I believe you've learned a lot. So this is Successful Summit. You can check him out on his social media platform, especially on YouTube. There are a lot of free resources there, on his YouTube platform, whereby he tells or teaches how to make money. I mean, different ways you can make money. You don't have to steal, you don't have to loot, you don't have to take what does not belong to you. Just learn those things that can help you earn, and you will earn with dignity, without doing shady things, that could get you into trouble. So we would like to wrap up now. Thank you so much, Sami, for coming. We really do appreciate you. I'm
Welcome.
sure we'll have more of you again some other time. Thank you for coming.
Welcome.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah. Bye. Okay, viewers, we have come to the end of today's program. Hope you learned a lot. Please do leave us a comment, a like. You can also drop your questions. We'll be glad, to take them. You can reach out to us on any of our social media platform. Please don't forget to also subscribe to our YouTube channel for you to enjoy more insightful content. Till we'll meet again, I remain your host, Rolai and Oputi, and I say bye bye.